Good morning, folks. So, how are you guys? Today I just found the occasion to just share some sort of wisdom with you in order to share my thoughts on the perspective on which we are going to see the problems. So, before I just forget to say, please, if you didn't subscribe my channel, please do it now. Just hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, like the video if you love, and also share with me some sort of thoughts, comments, or anything in order to progress and to be more directed into the way that you like it most. So, without any further ado, I want to talk about the perspective of which we are going to see the problem of ours. Last time when I talked to you about the overthinking procedure, it was just a mix of the ways and the methods that I used to implement in my life in order to enhance the overthinking process of my life. Today, I just came with something totally new, a naive topic that just jumped to my mind several days ago, and I wanted to share this extreme feeling with you guys. So, when I was thinking about the, not saying problems, but the way of the things that is happening in the surrounding of ours, I was thinking that, okay, so it has the both sides, the positive side and the negative side. But the important factor is that how we are looking at those kind of things, surroundings, obstacles, or whatever you name it. So let me just try to dig in a little bit more by bringing some sort of examples. For me, what was happened was the immigration process of mine. I was thinking of it. Some days I was in good mood, so I was saying, yeah, I'm gonna achieve this, and I'm gonna achieve that, and I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna reach there, and I'm gonna visit blah 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 blah. And some other days it was again me saying that, are you sure about the process? Don't you think that there is going to be a homesick perspective? Don't you think that you are going to lose some of your money that you have invested somewhere or you have saved or whatever it is? So, which one is true? Which one is actually me? Nobody knows except myself. Looking into the problems from the ordinary point of view, which was something that has been imposed to us from generation after generation, was something that we usually tend to believe that is the right way of thinking. However, in most of the circumstances, it is not the appropriate way of thinking. What do I mean? Thinking about immigration, most of the people say that there is going to be some sort of mourning when you are suffering from the problems, when you have debuted the procedure, when you are going to face some sort of obstacles, and this will prevent most of the people to just put the very first step. Of course, this is the mind that is playing with us, and it is going to buy some sort of time for itself in order to play somewhere, in order to make sure that everything is on right track. We are not going to face any kind of sadness, any kind of problems, anything. But just imagine that how fruitful the result could be when you consider everything and you try to reach to the destination by choosing the best way. So from this perspective, there is going to be no problems at all, and in fact the result is so cheerful that you want to just lean back, relax, and love the perspective, love the atmosphere, love the way itself and everything around it. So it's not about the phenomenon that is happening, but it is about how we are looking at it. If you look at the thing in a constructive way, you might find it that this is not a prohibiting, this is not a sad moment, this is not a, let's say, overthinking procedure that is needed, and you will just take the first step and the other steps will follow. But if you think about it in a destructive way, then there are going to be too many problems, and every obstacle will prevent you from just taking the very first step. And guess what? Stopping from the very first step will prevent the next steps to follow. So, what is my wisdom? How did I find it suitable to interact with these kind of moments? First, make sure that you understand whatever you see is correct. If you see the obstacle, it is correct because there are obstacles over there. If you see some sort of happy moments or any kind of results, cheerful outcomes, whatever it is, be sure that you're true. Make sure that you understand the thing, so your mind will not just start to playing around to say that, okay, so maybe I didn't find this perspective, let's see from another perspective, let's consult with some people, blah 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 blah. Whatever you see is true. The negative part is there, the positive part is there. So first acknowledge that whatever you see is true. Second, evaluate the situation. If the situation is too risky and at that specific moment you were not about to take the risk, then stop. Give yourself a little bit of time. Maybe in a week, in 1 month, or after a year, you will find the appropriate time to start the process. Third, when you started the process, just believe that, and you have my words, lots of other obstacles will come around. So do not prevent your following steps from happening just because there are obstacles over there. One time at the beginning of the process, you try to understand the obstacles. In the middle of process also, you find that there are some obstacles. Do not see the cheerful results as a kind of outcome of suffering or obstacles or anything else. Try to focus on the positive side of it. Try to focus on what are going to be the outcomes. And compare yourself, the person that you are right now and the person that you want to be. If the person that you want to be is going to be your ultimate version, so you have to surpass the obstacles to reach there. And it is a part of the journey. And in fact, they are not going to be sad moments for you. They are going to be some sort of challenging moments that show you to yourself in a better way. And finally, when focusing on positive side, just try to envision what are those positive outcomes you are looking for, and just, let's say, imagine that you are at the final stage, and in the final stage you have whatever you wanted to reach, you have whatever you wanted to achieve, and you are stronger. By this, step by step, in every single obstacle, you will find a room for yourself. You just acknowledge that you are not wrong. You see the points from both sides, positive and negative. You have the ability to evaluate, and you have the power to start. And believe me, starting of the process is the hardest part of any kind of procedure. So be kind to yourself, try to start easy, try to just hug yourself, take care of your inner child, take care of all the feelings, the butterflies that comes to your stomach, everything that is around you, and make sure that the results are going to be cheerful. Thank you so much for listening to me today, and just up until the next time, don't forget to think positive about yourself, think that life is beautiful and every day is a chance to live better, and don't forget to rejuvenate.